Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today our story is about something almost all of us experience at some point in life. So sit back, relax and stay with me till the end. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, you stretch your hand to grab your phone, and suddenly your lower back says, "No, not today." Maybe you sit all day at work. Maybe you stand all day. Maybe you exercise. Maybe you don't. And yet, back pain finds almost everyone. But here is the strange part that your doctor won't tell you. Back pain is not just about posture. It is not just about age. It is not even just about lifestyle. Back pain is partly an evolutionary design problem. Today, I want to tell you the story of why the human back is powerful and also a bit of a disaster. Let's go back millions of years before offices, before chairs, before phones, before heavy backpacks and bed mattresses. Our ancestors were not walking on two legs, they were moving on four limbs like chimpanzees or gorillas we see today. When you walk on four limbs, your spine is horizontal like a bridge between your front and back legs. In that position, body weight is distributed evenly. The spine is supported from both ends. It is stable, it is strong, it is efficient. Movement was constant. Climbing, walking, running, and squatting were part of the life for survival. No one was sitting in a chair for 8 hours. No one was bending over laptops. Life was dangerous at that time. It sounds funny, but you might get eaten by a big cat. But at least the spine was not under this kind of long, continuous stress. Then something changed. Around 6 to 7 million years ago, a group of early human ancestors slowly started standing upright. Why? Well, it is one of the greatest mysteries in science. Experts think it helped with seeing predators in tall grass of the African savannas, walking long distances, using hands for tools, carrying food, and regulating body temperature in hot environments. Standing upright gave us huge advantages. But evolution is not a master architect with a clean sheet of paper. It works with what already prevails. Instead of designing a brand new spine for upright walking, evolution modified a spine that was built for four-legged movement. Imagine converting a bridge into a tower without changing the basic structure. That is basically what happened to the human spine. Our spine developed an S shape. This S shape helps us balance. It acts like a spring, absorbing shock when standing and walking. But it also creates pressure points, especially in the lower back. Your lower back carries your upper body weight, your head weight, any extra weight you carry, and shock from walking and running, all stacked vertically. This is not how our spine originally evolved to function, and still it works surprisingly well most of the time. Now, let's fast forward to modern life. Our ancestors were perpetual movers. Modern humans, on the other hand, sit a lot more than we ever did in history. When you sit, your core muscles relax, your hip muscles tighten, your spine takes more load. Then, after long hours of sitting, we stand, lift things, or twist our bodies suddenly. Our spine ends up constantly adjusting between positions, which it was never really optimized for. Desk job, driving, long flights, sitting on couches and scrolling. Our bodies were not designed for this. It was designed for movement. But wait, there is another layer to this story, one that is often overlooked, the story of mothers. To be efficient walkers, we evolved narrow, compact hips. But to be intelligent humans, we evolved brains, which means babies with big heads. Two needs on a collision course. Our pelvis is essentially a structural compromise, just wide enough for giving birth and narrow enough for movement, and this makes the lower back work harder to stabilize the entire upper body. It is one of the most dramatic trade offs in human evolution. Walking made us efficient, big brains made us human, and the lower back quietly pays part of the price. Again, evolution chose good enough for survival over perfectly comfortable. Here is another uncomfortable truth. For most human history, our ancestors did not live long enough to experience chronic back degeneration. But in this modern world, humans live much longer. So, the small design flaws become big problems over time. But this is not all bad news because our back is also incredibly adaptable. Your spine is strong, your muscles can support it, movement can help protect it. Many studies show that regular movement is better for back health than staying completely still. Walking, building core strength, and flexibility are like daily maintenance for your spine. These help your spine do the job evolution gave it, even if evolution didn't exactly give us premium hardware. Back pain is extremely common across the world. It affects office workers, manual workers, athletes, young adults, older adults. It is one of the most common reasons people miss work globally, which means if you have back pain, you are not broken, you are very normal. Your body is just running a very old biological software in a very new modern environment. So, what is the big idea here? Back pain is not just bad posture or getting old. It is a story of evolution, a story of survival and compromises, a story of how becoming human came with hidden costs. Walking on two legs gave us free hands, tool use, complex society, technology, art, science, and also occasional lower back betrayal. Not the best ideal deal, but still pretty impressive overall. Next time, if your back hurts, instead of only blaming your chair or your mattress, remember Your spine is doing a job it was not originally designed for, and honestly, the fact that it works as well as it does is kind of amazing. Nothing short of a miracle, because evolution does not build perfect bodies. It builds bodies that are good enough to survive, and sometimes good enough to keep going comes with side effects like back pain. Thank you for listening. Next time, when you stand up, stretch, or go for a walk or run, just remember you are balancing millions of years of evolution on one very brave spine. Before you go, I would love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced back pain that made you stop and think about how much we depend on our spine every single day? Or maybe you have found a specific movement or habit that helps you manage it. Share your experience in the comments. I read your stories, and honestly, they are what keep this channel moving forward. Your story might just be the inspiration for a future episode.